Hello, everybody. It's Gwendolyn Young, your girl from your virtual admin expert, and welcome to Leading Behind the Scene, your weekly dose of inspiration to equip you to excel in business and life. Before we jump in, I wanted to make sure you all know that enrollment is open for the Mastering Your Success Mastermind, right? This is a highly curated group of women coming together for support, feedback, and collaboration. This mastermind is held online and brings together female entrepreneurs from across the globe for mutual support and global connection. So if you have been looking for opportunities to brainstorm your business ideas and or challenges with people who can help you go from idea to execution, this mastermind is for you. If you have been looking for accountability so you can finally stop just talking about what you need to do and actually get it done, this is the mastermind for you. If you have been looking for a community with no judgment, then this is the mastermind for you. So head over to masteringyoursuccessmastermind.com and get your application in for consideration. So can y'all believe that we are in February already, right? It seems like the new year just got started. Well, anyway, since February is like the love month, at least that's what I call it, I thought it would be a great idea to talk about building a business you love with some of my fellow virtual support professionals. Imagine getting up every single day, doing something that you love, doing something that you believe in, and knowing that all the hard work you put in, all the hours you put in supporting others is all worth it. Amazing, right? So today I am talking to Farita Toney. Say hey, Farita.
Hey y'all.
Yes. Farita is the founder and CEO of Type My Docs, an executive virtual assistant and online business management company to successful minority entrepreneurs, mission-based organizations, real estate agents, and business coaching professionals. Farita remembers being a kid in Oakland, California, and witnessing her father wake up at 5 a.m. every morning, barking the list of chores to complete before he got home. He was an entrepreneur, and she had never seen her dad working for anybody else. And so that entrepreneurial spirit rubbed off on her. So in 2014, she wrote down the top 5 things she was passionate about. One of those things was typing. And after several layoffs from jobs, she made friends with a real estate agent who gave her the idea to become a virtual assistant. That agent told her to do for entrepreneurs what she had been doing for her employers all along. And the rest is history. So, Farita, me and you have pretty much been joined at the hip for like the last 9 to 10 months or so.
Yep. I
And
ain't going nowhere.
we and we met online. This is why I tell people, like, don't, like, if you use social media and the internet for what it was designed for, then you can make some amazing connections because like we pretty much in it now. So
Yes.
I'm trying to remember, how did we connect? I know it was on the internet. Was it Instagram or what happened?
I think because I found you from listening to a different podcast. Listening to her, she started talking about you, and she said, "Oh, I don't want to give Gwen up, but I have to, I have to share with the people so they can get the help they need." And I was like, "Oh, let me." My ears started perking up, and long story short, I went on your website like 2 or 3 times, and I was like, "Oh, I'm scared. She looked like she gonna, really make me do some work," which is crazy, right? Because that's,
So that's what we do.
yeah. And I just felt I was intimidated, but not so much in a bad way, but just like, oh my God, like I better be for real when I, come to her. So anyway, I went on your website, and I think I contacted you on the Contact Us page or something like that. Or I may have sent you a message on Instagram, but I know I looked at your website at least 3 times, and I was just like, I need somebody to help me. So yeah, but that's how I remember even having the mindset to even reach out to you, because somebody else was talking about how good you were. And I
That's
was like,
amazing.
I
Which
need
is
to.
important for us as virtual support professionals, right? Because typically that's how we connect. That's how we actually send each other business. That's how other people send us business. And so that's like super important for us. So, what is it like being the CEO of an executive support and online business management company? What is that
It's
like?
it's like it's like a rainbow of feelings and emotions. One minute everything's yellow, just mellow yellow, everything's going great, and then another day you're so inspired by your clients because of what they do, and then you're like, oh
Yes,
my god, I get to watch you build this from scratch, or oh my god, I get to watch you talk about the launch of your new store in a downtown location. In California it's very expensive. I have a client who's opening a
yes.
store in downtown downtown
Wow,
Oakland, California, and I'm just like,
that's huge.
I'm a part of that. So, and then other days I'm like, oh, this is hard. you know? And then I'll be like, well, you wanted it, but the burning passion that I had when I started this has never gone away. And that's how I know I'm
Mhm.
supposed to be doing this. And that's what keeps me going. And as
I
cliche as
love
that
that.
is, it's the truth.
But
So
it really is. So, what do you love most about the work that you do?
um I just love guiding my clients to where they want to go. To
Mm,
me, that's what does it for me. My client, if my client has um, a challenge, like one client had an issue with Canva and they disconnected her account and charged her twice. And
oh
me,
wow.
I'm the type of person, I want to jump in. Okay, you go over here and handle what you were doing. I'm gonna go take care of that because they
Yeah.
no, they got you messed up.
Right. And
Kind of thing.
you don't even need to know that that kind of issue is going on, right? Like let me
Yeah,
do that for you.
let me
And
take care of that for you.
I think
Hmm.
that's one of the best things we do as support professionals is ease that for our clients, right? Like I try to make sure my clients know, like, just tell me what you need. Let me go fix the problem.
Let me
Because
get,
I'm quick
yeah.
to be like,
Hmm.
no, 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 no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Um,
get your hands out the pot from over here. You just
hmm.
stay over there. Tell me what's wrong, and I would do it.
Yeah,
So, what do you like? What are the things that your clients say to you when you relieve that from them? Because this can be a hard thing. And
hmm,
so, knowing that you make a difference is a core part of knowing that I'm actually building something that is impacting people's lives in like a positive kind of way. So, what are the things that your clients say that you're like, yep, I just got to keep working this out no matter how hard it gets?
yeah. The first thing that comes to mind is they'll some of my clients, they'll say we learning together, and that gives me a lot of and that's not to say that my area of expertise. So let me back that up with my area of expertise is planning. I am a planner.
Yes,
I'm a planner and a brainstormer. If you got an idea, I will help you take it to the moon and back, and then I'll help you find
facts.
somebody
I have
that will
seen
know
her
how to
do
do
it.
it.
I have
Yeah,
seen her
you
do
know,
it.
yeah. So to back to the question though, when I have clients that tell me, I'm staying with you. I'm not going to this program over here, or um, I just signed up for this. I need you to learn it, and we learning this together. Don't feel bad if I don't know why today they want to burn rubber.
Girl, listen, I was sitting over here like, what is going on where Farita's at? But this is the life of an entrepreneur, so I'm unbothered, okay?
Yeah, you could
Because
be, and,
you
and
could be
that's
in the middle of it, and because I done been in the middle of conference calls, and then the man want to come cut the grass. Why, sir? Why? Why did you choose right
yeah,
now to cut the grass? Now I gotta pretend. I hope these people
yeah,
on this other line don't hear me, right? Don't hear all this noise in the background. But this is the life of an entrepreneur. So y'all getting it as it
things
happens. I'm
happen.
just saying, we working.
Things happen. But, I mean, just to back to what I was trying to say is, my clients, they'll say things like, I know I need help in this other area. I just signed up for this program. I want you to learn how to do it. They just trust me to do stuff. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like I can't let this person down. So that's that. And then when clients tell me, just, show me what you need me to do so you can be successful with this project.
Yeah.
the clients who want to hear what I have to say. You know, they might be experts in their area, but if I'm developing your newsletter and you don't have the time to write it, you've given me your brand guide, you've given me your keywords, and I'm looking at, okay, if harmony, originality, and creativity are, you know, should be the tone of your newsletter, I'm gonna come up with a whole month worth of items. And I have a client who's like, okay, well,
Wow.
I want to hear how you develop this. What thoughts did you have, you know? And then to me, that says a lot. That shows that they really
Yeah.
care. And I mean, I've even built my client avatar around my favorite clients that's on my roster, because I'm like, that's who I want to keep attracting. So
Absolutely. Because those are the ones that give you life that you like, man, I'll go to the ends of the earth for them. And I don't know if they know it, but like they could pretty much ask for anything as long as it ain't illegal. Like, let's do it. We could do it. We could make it happen.
because that has
So
happened.
so I'm just saying, because we have seen some stuff in this online space where they be like, I wanna no, because you asking me to like copyright and infringe on somebody else's stuff. We not doing that. Like what we
Can't
gonna
do
do is
it.
this. So long as it ain't illegal, we can make it happen.
Hmm.
But
Yep.
what was a crucial factor for you in going from just like building this business, like saying this is what I'm going to do, to actually building a business that you love, a business that supports, you know, your lifestyle, a business that just gives you
Hmm.
harmony? Because sometimes we can build it, but we may not necessarily love it. It's just a thing or another job we've kind of created for ourselves. So when was that moment where you were like, you know what, I'm gonna have to do these things if if this is gonna continue to be something that I get up and love to do every single day?
Ooh, yeah. So I had an epiphany moment. I had a job that was paying me the most money ever that I've ever had.
Mm,
I was making um enough money to where I was like, what I'm gonna do with the rest of this? Because I didn't save.
nice.
I put my little savings stash away. What I'm gonna do now? You know, so it was a good paying job and very prestigious, you know. And I just remember one day I was leaving work and the anxiety and heat and frustration was like
Wow.
bubbling up to where I was like, if somebody walks by me and says hi, I'm a snap. And
Wow.
in that moment, and I knew that was wrong. So in that moment, I was like, I need you to, what happened to the business that you started? I
Mm,
need you to, mm-mm, I need you to revisit that. Because I technically started in 2014 and I had been on and off, on and off. And this
okay.
epiphany happened in 2018. And I just remember grabbing my phone. I went to it wasn't Fiverr. It was one of those platforms where you can just create a profile and start doing work for people who are
Yeah.
looking for virtual assistants. And I
Yeah.
typed in, like, I love working on spreadsheets. So I typed in, you know, jobs for spreadsheets, and it was a ton of jobs. I was like, you have no excuse why you have
Wow.
not built out this burning desire in you. And when I had that epiphany moment, it was like, when are you going to stop working for other people and do what God told you to do?
Wow.
When? You know, and I was tired of I was tired of having those emotional bubble ups. I was tired of having those happen to me throughout my career. And so that was kind of what happened for me to be like, okay, if I'm going to take this serious, if I'm really going to build this out. So what I ended up doing, I took a $30,000 pay cut.
Wow.
I took a job that paid me under $20 an hour. Okay.
Wow.
And I moved. I said, okay, I need X kind of job. I need I need it to be uh my job has to be so relaxed that when my business gets demanding that I can you know, meet the demands of
You
my
don't
business. It
manage
can't be
it.
the other way around, because I'm never going to do this if I
Wow.
try to still keep the money. And I don't have children, you know, so it's easier for me to just what I'm gonna do instead of what we gonna do, you know. So
Yeah.
it's a bit easier for me. But I took a $30,000 pay cut. I ended up connecting with an old boss, and I was just up at like 2 a.m. and I found that the place I used to work was hiring, and I was like, y'all hiring? What? Okay, well, let me go back over there. And I knew that the job that I took on, it was going to afford me the time I needed to build my business out. So it was a work from home situation way before COVID. So it was already work from home.
Nice.
And I said, if I can just work from home and keep my regular job and build my business, that is going to keep me motivated. That is going to keep me getting up every day, because I won't have to commute. I won't, you know, I'll have everything I need at my fingertips to really build this to what I know it can be. So yeah, I mean, it's a whole lot more to it,
Wow.
but that's, you know.
That's huge. Huge. So at that point, you was like all in, because it's one of those things where, okay, now this has got to work, because we don't went and left all the money. Okay,
All the money was gone.
we done left all the money. So you gonna have to work,
Yep.
girl.
It,
That is
yeah.
amazing. And now today, your business is thriving and flourishing and
Whew.
growing
Yeah.
and all kind of things, right? Which is amazing.
I'm speechless, honestly, because I'm just like, I mean, when I met you, I was transitioning from, because I had a coach before you and I started working together. She helped me get the essential basics, the bare bones of what you need to
Yeah.
have. And then we did some mindset work. But after we did like the mindset work, and I went to a retreat that she had, which was great, I was able to just, shed a lot of stuff that wasn't serving me mentally, physically, emotionally. I needed tactical work after
Mm,
that. I needed
yeah.
the how to do it. What button do I click? What does the email need to say when they telling me something that makes me want to send some fighting words? What, like, I need the real tea, you know? And so from the time that we started working together right at the pandemic in March,
Yep. Yep.
which, by the way, I mean, I had to
Yep.
scrape up to
You
make
sure
that
did.
work, because I was just like,
Wow.
you already took a pay cut and you need to get to the next level. The person that, helped you with the
Wow.
essentials, you see that you got one foot over here and one foot on the other side, and then there's a river in the middle, and I can't fall. I just
That's
can't. I
like,
got to figure out how to get this other foot on the other side of this river, because my destiny is over there.
wow.
So, but yeah, I mean, now it only took 6 months to go from 3 figures a month to 4 figures a month, just working with you. And the biggest thing I tell people, because I will, if I had a blowhorn, I would walk around like, Gwen is the best. Gwen is the best.
I'm gonna clip
Because
this. I'm gonna click this video and I'm gonna turn that right there into a snippet. That's gonna have to be my Instagram story or something.
yes, because even though the results that I've gotten working with you, I had to do the work.
Yes.
I
Yes.
had to do the work. Like, people, they okay. I think of Lisa Nichols, she's a business coach too.
Love her. Yeah.
Yeah, she said something like, ain't no elevator to success. You gotta take the
Ain't no
stairs.
elevated success. And I remember one day we were listening to her speech, and what did she say? Ain't nobody coming to save you.
No,
And I was like,
they not coming.
what? What you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? And so, yeah, and that's why I'm like, don't discount yourself because, like, I'm just helping you be like a guy, and I'm an open
Hmm.
book. Like, I'm gonna share with you what worked, what didn't work, and I'll be
Hmm.
like, no, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But you're doing the work. Like,
Yeah.
you're taking it back and you're implementing, right? The same thing with my coach, because I tell you all the time, like, I keep a coach in the back pocket, and I love my
Hmm.
coach because, baby,
Hmm.
I'll be like, ma'am, I think you had lied to me because this don't seem like I'm feeling real crazy right now. And she'd
Yeah.
be like,
The biggest thing for me, because like the first 90 days in the mastermind program, I saw that I was scared. I was nervous. I had a lot of insecurities. I couldn't even imagine being at the, okay, let me pause for a second just to say, I wanted to make a certain four-figure number when I first met you. That has happened. That happened in 6 months. I wanted to make four figures. Now I have surpassed that number by like $400. So when I talk to people and I'm like telling them what I do, and they're like, "How did you what?" And what I did was I have a journal that I keep. I wrote down like,
oh, nice.
what would it feel like to be making this much? What would I do?
Yes,
How would I act if somebody got
yes,
stank with me? What would I say? Because when I'm at my job, before I even got to this, just it's a financial level, but it's more than the money part. But before I got to where I'm at in my business now, I remember being super insecure, still having a stank attitude, still feeling like, well, they better not ask me to do nothing. You know, when am I going to make the money in my business? When am I going to hire people and all this stuff? Um, and I remember I had a visitor at work for like a tour of the building, and she didn't shake my hand. And at the time, I didn't know that they were saying don't shake hands because of COVID. She
okay.
did me like this, and I was like, I was offended, you know. I was so offended, and it started to ruin my morning because one, the person was in a position higher than me, even though I'm basically doing asset management for my employer. I just felt like, who is she? I'm the one running this place. I'm the one in charge. No, she didn't try to get me to, you know, and it was simmering in me so much to where I felt myself glaring at her, and I said, I had to check myself. I said, excuse
Oh,
me.
wow.
On the inside of, and the inside of my thoughts, I was like, excuse me, if you was making X amount of dollars right now, would you have this attitude? I don't think you would.
Wow.
You would if you had $1 million in your bank account right now, would you
Wow.
even care about her not shaking your hand? Nope. You would be like, oh, that's too bad. Hmm, she's not friendly, and you would move on. So I'm gonna need you to
That's
move on.
interesting.
And I was able to
That's
check
good.
myself, and I moved on from that. So then I started treating people that I interacted with as if I already had $1 million, as if I already had what I was trying to get. And it changed my behavior. It changed how I answered the phone. It changed how I talked to my
Wow.
clients. So from March, um, let's say to September, I had got my it took 6 months to get my first four-figure client, and I was just like shocked. And then
I remember.
yeah, I was shocked. I was like, what am I gonna do? Oh my God. And then a full 9 months in, I had hit my financial goal. So I was just like, wow. And what was fascinating about that was, oh my God, is it really that easy? Like, I wrote down what I want. I found somebody that can help me get there. If I do what that person tells me to do, it's gonna happen.
And then
It
you did the
happens.
work.
I was like,
You
it
did the
happens.
work.
So, I mean, not to minimize the I mean, this past week was something else for me.
Girl.
It was hard, but it just takes me back to having just having that burning desire to want to help people who really
Yeah.
need the help,
Yeah. Getting
Yeah.
back to that why, like that is so important. And that's what I tell people all the time. Anybody that comes to me, that's my first question is, why do you want to be in business, right? Because I need to know if we can really work together. Like, why do you want to be in business? Because it's about serving people, right? And you got to
Hmm.
have a strong enough why that's going to carry you through everything. Like, you got to go back to that. That's really the ultimate of how you're going to build a business that you love, is by making sure
Hmm.
you always know, why did I get into this in the first place, right? It was because I wanted to help people, help other
Hmm.
people change lives, right? Like, I can change your life by coming in and helping you put systems in place, structures in place, organizing, overseeing a team, and helping you plan and build. And then you can be freed up to do the things that you're great at that nobody else can do, and help the people that you're helping. So, like, my impact is 10 times over. I'm not just helping the business owner, I'm helping whoever the business owner is helping, and then whoever that person is helping in their business.
Hmm.
And that is just so
Yep.
amazing. And I just love, love, love that you got your confidence. Cause like, after, when you first came, I was like, oh Lord, pull up, tell me, baby, what we gonna do?
It's a hot
But to
mess.
see the courage that you have just built and that you now exude is like crazy. And I remember Natalie, um, one of the ladies in the mastermind, she was just like, Farita, I see the difference in you than when you first came. And I was like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, you smile more, your smile is brighter, you got more courage, you're more confident. You be like, no, we're not doing that. And you're really learning to like love this CEO position, right? Even though it's hard, but you're learning to love
Super
that. And I
hard.
love that you're starting to love that.
Yeah.
So this has been amazing. So if there was somebody that is listening that wanted to become a support professional, or even just any business that they were thinking
Hmm.
about starting, what
Hmm.
would you say to them?
Um, I would definitely say write as if you are that person already. Like, if that dream or that goal you have, how would she talk? How would he walk? How would, you
Mm,
know, let that person write a letter to you when you journal?
that's
What
good.
would that person say? Because that person's going to tell you everything you need to know, because that person's already inside of you. So then you go, okay, all right, this is, or even if for some people they're like, what, just journal. How do you feel? What is it that you really wish you could do? Where could you go? Blah, 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 blah. And then find a business coach. That is
Yeah.
the only way you are going to do this. Because if I would have had a business coach in 2014 when I started, I would be a millionaire by now. There's no doubt about it.
Me and you both, honey. Me and
I
you both.
would, I mean, get support, go online, you know, who's popping in your industry, who's the hottest, who's popping, who's popular. Learn from them, follow all of their social media. If you don't, and you have to really you got to learn to invest. I invested in myself last year and I was like, how much? I was like, I can't even tell
Child.
my mama about this.
Listen, honey, I be having the people cracking up because when I was talking to my coach, and when she gave me the price, like, I didn't have my headphones on. See, she got her headphones on now. I was just sitting in the office and my husband was in the bathroom. And when she said the price, he kind of leaned out the bathroom light. I'm like, sir, mind your business. Mind your business, sir. Get, get from over here. Get from over here. And so that was, investing with her, with my coach, was at a level that I had never done before. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
Jesus. Is
look,
we
I
really
even
finna
tried
do this?
to Look, when I tried to get out of one of the programs I signed up for, and the lady was like, "Mm-mm." And you know me, I'll send a very nice, polite email. I just want to thank you. I'm realizing that I did not, da 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 da. And she was like, no, mm-mm. And it was her first
Been
time,
there, done
like,
that.
yeah, it was her first
Been
time,
there,
like,
done that.
you know, so it was just invest in yourself. It's a cliche, but I will wear that cliche out. You have to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself in such a way where the person, for example, for me, Gwen, you was popping. I was like, oh, she popping. Let me.
I didn't even look. I didn't even know I was popping until you told me I was popping. I was like, what? I was
I
like,
read
okay.
the prerequisites. I looked at the application. I was like, oh yeah, if this is the tone now, I need her. If this is the tone right now, she's gonna give me what I need. I need someone who's been there, done that, who's making and who's making the money and who has the success that I'm striving for. I'm about to pay for that so
You
I can
gotta
figure
do
out how
it.
to do the same thing.
Same here. Same reason I
Period.
did it. So I was like, Lord, I'm about to say I'm alive.
So I mean, but
Ooh. But I'll tell
I
you, it was
think
the best. It was one of the best investments I ever made. I will tell you that
yeah.
because my coach is bomb.com. Bomb.com. Like for real, for real. So get you some support. Talk to yourself. Act as if you are already your future self, is what Farita said, and she is spot on. Make the investment. She is spot on. We know you have probably heard people say that a million times, but you're hearing people say it because it works.
It
So
works.
you gotta do it. Farita, I so appreciate you being a part of the show
Thank
today. Thank
you.
you so
It is an
much
honor,
for saying
true
yes.
honor.
Oh my gosh. So, beautiful people, thank you for joining us. To all my budding entrepreneurs, you can build a business that you love. So, just keep going, stay the course, do the work. We would love it if you would hit like, share with anybody that you think needs to hear this message. Leave us a comment, your key takeaway. I love answering your questions, listening to your comments. So, be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at your admin expert and subscribe to the email list on my website at yourvirtualadminexpert.com for even more tips, tools, and strategies. Farita, tell these beautiful people how they can connect with you.
Yes, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Just search Type My Docs and you will find me. Yeah, I mean, if you have questions for me, I don't know if you just
Yes,
need some inspiration or, what, if anything, let me know. I'll talk to you, Gwen will talk to you, but yeah, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. And yeah, that's Type My Docs, or you can go to my website, www.typemydocs.com. Yep.
awesome. So, thank you everybody for tuning in, and I will see you next week for another segment of Leading Behind the Scenes. Mwah. Good night.